Now, for more, let's bring in Timothy Richards. He's seen Star Wars. I know he's seen them all, and he was at the premiere on Wednesday. He's, of course, the CEO of Vue Entertainment, the largest cinema group outside of the U.S. Tim, this is exciting for you. Last time we had you in, you were talking about James Bond. So it's been a really blockbuster year for Vue. How much of that is translating into your bottom line?
Well, I think, it's not just us, it's globally. I think exhibitors globally have recovered from what was a poor year in 2014. And I think last year, we can now really look back on last year and confirm that it was an aberration. And we continue our trend globally as exhibitors to go from strength to strength. And I think that if you look at this year with Fast and Furious, you look at Jurassic World, people forget, third highest grossing movie of all time.
But Star Wars will beat that.
And Star Wars is going to beat it. And certainly in the UK you had Spectre really come in, and it didn't quite deliver Skyfall numbers, but it's a crazy world we live in when a movie delivers mid £90 million in the UK, and it's a small disappointment. It's a blockbuster. Star Wars, it's breaking records everywhere. They're falling hourly, they're falling daily, weekly. And
how many sales were pre-booked just at Vue?
Well, in the UK, pre-booked across all of our markets, we had over 1 million tickets sold before one screening, which is phenomenal. We had 62,000 midnight screenings on Wednesday night. This is just the UK, not forgetting all of our other markets. We had similar levels in Poland and Germany and Italy. Even in Taiwan, the Far East, they're predicting now that it's going to do 400% more than the last Star Wars.
Yeah. But Tim, when you look, and I was thinking about this morning. How much does it have to do by the fact that it's Star Wars and people want to see it, and it's had great reviews? And how much does it have to do that actually Disney, this massive marketing machine, has just done a stellar job in getting it out there?
Disney are the best. They really are. And if you look at how they've actually marketed this, the small teaser trailers, just to kind of get people's appetite going. And if you look at the last trailer that was released, 111 million downloads in 24 hours. That's the Disney marketing machine at its very, very best.
And it's the merchandising, right? I bought batteries yesterday which had Darth Vader on them, and so everything spurs you to go to your cinema.
You see it everywhere, and but that's part of the appeal. And if you look at the merchandising projections right now, certainly Bob Iger's purchase of Lucasfilms is looking like a bargain right now.
It certainly is. What's coming up in 2016?
Well, I think, this is like, we're looking not just 2016, we're looking 5 and 6 years ahead, and this is something we've never seen before. We have the studios right now have greenlit, dated, and named films right through to 2021. That is unprecedented. So we're going to see, it's almost the second golden age of cinema exhibition globally. Part of that's on the resurgence and the strength of the Asian markets, but I think ultimately it's the revitalization of the whole industry. Right. The really interesting fact that was released yesterday, and this is kind of a long-term study for the last 12 months in the North American market, young people are coming back to the cinemas. Now, that's something we're seeing internationally as well, and that's a great trend. Because
you still have Netflix. I know you've had to, do multisensory experiences. You've really gone out of your way to try and make sure that cinema was still the destination of choice. When you talk about the reemergence of cinema, is that because of the way we shop or what you guys have done?
Well, with young people, I think what you're seeing with young people, you're seeing this, the proliferation of social media. And what's the next best thing? Next best thing is actually seeing and going out with your friends. And young people tend to go out in packs as well of 5, 6, even 10 people at a time. So they kind of travel out in packs. And it's still a very, very competitive form of out-of-home entertainment for kids.
Has the way we watch films changed? At least you have our undivided attentions in the cinema, so I'm not on my Samsung or BlackBerry or iPhone.
Yeah, but I think part of it is we're social beings, and I think a movie is that much funnier when you watch it with other people, or scarier, or even some of the romantic comedies, or some of the tearjerkers. When you're sharing that collectively, whether it's with friends or family or even complete strangers, it's a better experience. And also, what young director would aspire to direct and produce a movie for an iPad? Can you imagine watching a Death Star blow up on an iPad, even a 60-inch TV screen?
But so, given this, what's your biggest challenge? Because, of course, we'd all love to go to the cinema, but it's the question of price, it's a question of access. I mean, how much do you work on price compared to the actual experience, so the sounds and the seats?
Well, I think, for us, and I think not just Vue, but exhibitors globally, we're back to basics right now. Sight, screen, and sound. And what you're seeing is these incredible new sound systems, Dolby Atmos, these amazing immersive sound systems being introduced. Laser projection technology is coming out. You've got 2K and 4K projectors that have been out for a few years now. We have in the UK and Germany exclusively 4K projectors, which makes it's exponentially greater than a 2K projector. And seats. Seats right now, you're seeing new seats being introduced globally as well. We took out every single seat we had. Is
that expensive?
It is expensive.
How much do you have to pay for that?
Well, I think it is. We're getting, they are expensive, but we're getting 12-month returns on these investments. So that, and these are talking points. We're putting in fully reclining electric lazy boy seats.
Fully reclining. I can't watch the movie if I'm fully reclined.
Have your head up a little tiny bit. But it is, when you experience a movie that way, that's a talking point. You tell your friends, you've got to go and check this out because it is a different viewing, different experience.
Tim, you were at the Star Wars premiere on Wednesday night. David Cameron was there, George Osborne. How much of this Star Wars success is due also to UK financing and, of course, the fact that it was done at Pinewoods?
Well, I think that, it is the current government has been very, very supportive of the industry. The tax credits they've put through, the highly skilled workforce in the UK. It's no coincidence that all the major blockbusters are being filmed in the UK right now. Pinewood Studios and Shepperton Studios, they're booked out for the next 5 years. And so it's a very, very positive trend.
Apparently George Osborne gets credits. I didn't see the film yet, so I can't verify it, but there you go, something a little bit new. Tim, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Timothy Richards there, the CEO of Vue Entertainment. Now, up next, 2 days until